All right, so we'll start with Michele. How and why did your company become international?
Thanks, Karen. So my company, Alpha Translations, was actually global from the start. We didn't make the strategic decision to go global, but we looked at an opportunity and an area of expertise and advantage that we had and used that. So when I started the company, I had just moved here from Germany and had a few clients in Germany that I didn't want to lose. And realizing that there was 8-hour time difference between Alberta and Germany, I told them that they could just keep faxing me. I know I'm dating myself here, but keep faxing me the documents for translation, and I would get up in the morning and I'd have all day to translate, and I'd fax them back. So they did. And it was a real niche because we could offer overnight translation services, something that wasn't available in Germany at the time. People still typed it on their typewriter and hand delivered it a few days later. So we solved a problem, and we got referred. We grew by referral. So we really, for the first couple of years, didn't have any clients here in Edmonton at all. So can I take this out?
Yeah, I think so.
Because these people here are going to get really tired of me staring at them, and when I look away, you can't see. So, so it was a global concept from the start at a time that was pre-internet, and German companies in particular tend to be very local, and especially 20 years ago. So it was a concept that worked for several reasons. One, we solved a really big problem because translations are always an afterthought. How many of you have ever ordered a translation and realized 5 minutes before deadline it needed to be done? I'm sure there's probably a few of you. So it solved a real need, and but we were also able to do two other things. One, we had a bank account in Germany, and we took care of the currency risk, because that would have been a huge barrier to some of the companies to have to pay us in either US dollars or Canadian currency. And of course, we also spoke German. And we still have multilingual project managers for our clients around the world today, because we want to serve our clients in their native language and mostly in their native currency. So global from the start.
Right. Okay, Rob, how and why did you become an international company?
Can everyone hear me? I guess for us on the global side is we had launched a new product division in 2002. It was an aluminum jacketing, kind of new for us. And at that time, we had a shortage of raw materials in North America for aluminum ingot. So I went sourcing raw materials, and what we found was there was an overabundance in China. While I was in China, we also realized that there was this really cool thing, really cheap capital to build a manufacturing plant. So in 2003, we made the decision to actually, build a greenfield plant in China to manufacture materials for other markets in the world. The second, move that we did on the international side was through an acquisition. We had decided in 2009 that we needed to get more exposure into the U.S. market. And what really drove that, to be honest with you, was the Buy America policy with the administration in the United States. We were really challenged because we had Chinese manufactured goods, we had Canadian manufactured goods, but we didn't have any US manufactured goods. So we were losing a lot of clientele. So we actually just decided to buy a manufacturing plant that did some similar products that was located in Malvern, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Philadelphia. And again, it was just a strategic move for us to really be able to grow our business base and to specialize in some good technology that the existing owner had.
Great, thank you. And Mark?
Great, well, I guess for us, we solve a problem that a lot of organizations have, which is finding the right people for the job. And so about 15 years ago, we started developing our own assessments, our own IP, and that enabled us to go into other markets that we hadn't been before. And so we approached a company in Australia, was our first foray internationally. And they really liked our product. It measured things related directly to work, not a bunch of weird psychology stuff. And they started using it. And their first big success was with the Australian Rules Football League. And the championship team actually, before they became champions, started using one of these assessments to help pick their players for the team. They won the league championship that year, and all of a sudden, all the other teams in the AFL started using these assessments for selecting their people. So anyway, that was how we got started, and from there it expanded into, like Karen said, Brazil and South Africa, and a few other countries. We had some lesser success in some smaller countries where we didn't pick our partners as well, but those were the big success stories. Yeah.
Excellent.